Hey everyone, let's take a look and see just how easily we can update parents, families in our community using news and announcements. Let's say the start of the school year is right around the corner and we want to post some back to school reminders. News and announcements is a perfect way to do just that. Step 1, we're going to go over to the main menu button in the lower left corner of the screen. From here, we go right up to information, open up news. Next, we go in, start by pressing add news. And all we're doing here is filling out the details. Now, we start by writing out our headline. Now, the headline and summary do have character limits. It's something I want to keep in mind. So for the headline, I'm going to keep it nice and simple. I'll type out back to school reminders. Next, we're going to add on the summary. In this case here, I want to add on the most important details, so we'll say those are the start date for the new school year. Along with that, also the start time. So we'll say the school year starts this year on August 19th. We go in, type this out. And there's new start time too. We'll include this. Perfect. Now, as we look over at our summary, this is a feature that does have AI options. So we can go in and use these as an example. I could go in, click on the star. This gives us our AI enhance options, but we also have AI translate options too. In this case, I'm going to say I want to make this a little bit shorter. So I'm going to click on the star, press shorten. It'll generate a suggestion for us. Perfect. All right, I'd say that looks a little bit better. I'm going to go in and press replace. Now, we're going to add on our main news story. In this case, we've already gone in, we've already written this out. I'm going to where I have this stored. It's going to go in, copy over all of this here. Awesome. And I can go in just like before, we paste this in. Perfect. And we have some other options here as well. So for one, similar to go in to the summary, we also have our AI options, an AI translate and AI enhance option as well. Now, going in, taking a look at this too, what we can go in and do as well is to make this more organized, also make it more accessible. We can now add headings to news and announcements. If I want to go in and I want to do this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this sentence here first. This is going to serve as the first heading. All I'm going to do is I highlight over the text. I click on the drop down here that is towards the left-hand side of the editor. And in this case, I'm going to set this as heading 1. It makes sense to use that because similar to how you would add headings to, say, a document or our page editor, as a general rule, with headings you want to go in order, and this is our first one. In this case, I'm going to choose to make this text a little bit smaller. So in this case, I'm going to reduce the heading. We're going to say we want to cut this down to to 30. I think that's a little bit more of a reasonable size. And then we can go in and add on other headings as well. So perfect example of this is we have an area here that says new start time. Keeping in mind we go in order, we would go in and set this as heading 2. In this case, we need to make this a little bit smaller so it doesn't overtake the first heading. Then we also have another option here. Now, the thing with headings, as a reminder, you don't always go in order, and we have an exception here. Now, with headings, we want to make sure that as we're adding them, as we're really structuring them, the order they go in needs to be logical. It really needs to make sense. It doesn't make sense for the uniform policy and dress code information to really go in underneath the new start time. So because of that, even though we've already used heading 2, I'm going to set this as heading 2 again, and that's perfectly fine to do. And the same thing, I'm just going to resize this here as well. Cool. That looks a lot better there. I'm going to scroll down. We also have an area here where we can add files. Cool thing is, the first image that you add, that is automatically going to become your cover photo, and it's going to go on the home page. So let's definitely add a photo. I'm going to go in, press choose files. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is going to locate this here. And I press open. I find the photo I want to use. Let's see, I think we're going to want to go with one. There we go. I think photos of some of our recent graduates would be perfect. I press open. That'll take just a moment to load. Awesome. Something else you can do to help with accessibility with images you add to news is that you can add captions as well. To do this, I simply press edit. Now, if you're familiar with going in and adding on alt text with our page editor, similar to when you add alt text as a standard rule for captions, you want to describe the photo in 1 to 2 sentences. So we'll say this is a photo of the class leaders from our graduating class of 2026. I go in, press add caption, and that happens to work perfectly. Green Tech High's 2026 graduating class leaders. Perfect. Press done. Press apply. Just with that easy step, we've made that photo more accessible. And that allows us to share about a photo with someone using a screen reading program. All right, we've already added a lot of great content on here. Now, the neat thing is that we've already linked our Facebook and X channels to our CMS for our site. So what that means is that for news, now keep in mind that if you link Instagram, you can use that as well for that channel. What we're going to be able to do is post key content from this post over to our social media channels, and at the same time we're updating the website. All I got to do here is simply check these boxes. Awesome. Now, all I need to do is simply press save. We refresh our screen. Awesome. We see our headline and summary, our cover photo as well. We can view the entire news post by going in and clicking on our headline here as well.